सीक्रेट रेसिपी MDH का जीरा सिप जल जीरा मसाला।
सिप सिप जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप MDH का जल जीरा सिप।
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Arnab Goswami on the debate.
And time now for the nation's sharpest opinion. And you talk about conversion. And there are some people who in this country say, what conversion? There has never been conversion. Forcible conversion, in my view, includes conversion by inducement. Because then you are trying to take advantage of people who may be poor, impoverished, dispossessed, marginalized, and you take advantage of those circumstances, offer them inducement, and then try to convert them. So conversion by force includes conversion by inducement. And in this case, what's happening in the case of Changur Baba? Why are we talking about Changur Baba? Who is Changur Baba, ladies and gentlemen? Changur Baba is one of the kingpins of the conversion industry that is ongoing in this country. And I appeal to everyone, including members of the nationalist collective, to take a very strong view against those people who are leading the conversion industry in this country. They are dangerous people. They are bad people. They have ill intent. They are making money by forcing people to change their religion. This man Changur Baba's capture, the capture of Changur Baba by the Yogi Adityanath government and the mega bulldozer approach of the very popular Yogi Adityanath is proof of the fact that the conversion industry is real. You can't be in denial about it. I know that there are going to be pseudo-secular people who will tell you, do not listen to Republic. This is not true. It's all wrong. It's not true. But the reality is they know that this man Changur Baba converted conservatively 1,500 people. He used to target Hindu women through coercion and inducement across multiple states. He had this he's like an octopus controlling this ring. And there are 500 conversions under the scanner, thousands more. In his bank accounts, 106 crore rupees, mainly through foreign donations. So foreign countries were giving him money, which he was receiving through not 1, not 2, not 10, but 40 bank accounts linked to his conversion network. More facts are coming in. He lured poor, backward Hindu families with false promises of money, miracles, and help, forcing conversion. He got massive amounts of wealth. His bungalow was spread over 3 bighas. It was valued in multiple crores. He had lots of foreign dogs, foreign horses, exotic foreign breeds, posh lives. There are even reports he used to travel by chartered planes. Changur Baba and his industry had assets of more than 300 crores across Balrampur, one of the richest men in that area. And he also had a lot of property in Pune. He posed as a Sufi saint called Pir Baba, but his real identity, Jalaluddin Changur Baba, was one of the emperors of the dangerous conversion industry in our country. Ladies and gentlemen, we appeal to everyone, and we're absolutely sure that the very popular Yogi Adityanath will put the full might of the UP Prohibition of Unlawful Activities Religious Conversion Act against him. Now, what does this act say? This act says its purpose is to provide for the prohibition of unlawful conversion from one religion to another by misrepresentation, force, undue influence, coercion, allurement, or by any other fraudulent means, or by marriage, and for the matters connected therewith or incidental thereof. Ladies and gentlemen, when we spoke about the love jihad angle, People say, oh, this is such a wrong thing. You're a right-winger talking about love jihad. There's no such thing as love jihad. Of course, when you use the word love as a prefix to jihad, it sounds strange, I agree. But then which other way do we refer to what is happening in India, this dangerous jihadist conversion industry, by any other name? This is organized crime. And I appeal to all people, including the fraud secularati, to understand that section 111(1) of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita defines organized crime as ongoing lawful acts, unlawful acts like kidnapping, robbery, coercion, extortion or trafficking by individuals or groups in or as part of or for an organized crime syndicate using violence, intimidation or coercion for material and financial aid. People who say there is no love jihad should have the guts to tell me today, after what we're exposing about Changur Baba, they say there's no love jihad. Can they say to us, looking at us eye to eye, that there is no forced or induced coercion industry in this country? No, they can't. And you know why they can't? Because they know that there is not one, not two, but several Changur Babas still to be caught. But if there are leaders like Yogi Adityanath, they will catch them too. And if you have information about any Changur Baba type people operating around you, it is your duty to expose these people whose only purpose is to ruin the lives of people because of their intolerant thought. They make money, they make mansions for themselves, ruining the lives of people. And we, the free and right-thinking people of this country, must not remain quiet on this any longer in national interest. Let's debate.
A 100 crore foreign-funded conversion module has sent shockwaves across India. They trapped the poor and the vulnerable, forced them to convert their religion, and even used love jihad as a conversion tool. The mastermind, Changur Baba, is in Uttar Pradesh Anti Terror Squad's custody. Changur Baba's top aide, his alleged girlfriend, is an example of his conversion module. Earlier, she was Neetu, the woman who now identifies as Nasreen. Explosive and sensational details are emerging. This 100 crore network spread across states, from Uttar Pradesh to Karnataka to Tamil Nadu. While the Uttar Pradesh ATS has busted this foreign-funded conversion racket, the Enforcement Directorate has tightened the noose. The ED has sought the FIR copy against Changur Baba and details of his bank accounts and assets, and has found that Changur Baba's funds worth 106 crore rupees, which have been allegedly transferred from the Middle East, is in his 40 bank accounts. Victims of Changur Baba, Balrampur villagers, have claimed that Muhammad Khan encroached their land.
4 सीटेड मुकदमा है। आप मीडिया वाले यहाँ पूरा डेटा निकाल लीजिए। इंदिरा नगर में ये 2018 से चल रहा है, करोड़ रुपए का 0435। मोहम्मद अहमद खान इंडसइंड बैंक में 20 लाख रुपए गया है।
अच्छा 20 लाख रुपए।
ये फर्जी पेपर है?
नहीं ये फर्जी नहीं, तो ट्रांजैक्शन का
ये ट्रांजैक्शन का रिकॉर्ड है, ये आरटीजीएस हुआ है।
जी।
अब हमारा ये कहना है कि एक दूसरा देख लीजिए।
ये कितने का है?
ये 9 लाख का है।
अच्छा, ये
मोहम्मद अहमद खान के खाते में गया है, सेविंग अकाउंट में गया, लिखा है मोहम्मद अहमद खान।
Sources tell Republic TV that Changur Baba received foreign funding in the name of his madrasa, while Changur Baba's alleged manager, Muhammad Ahmed, channelized the money to properties worth crores in Mumbai. The biggest ever bulldozer action continued for a third day in Uttar Pradesh.
देख
देख सकते हैं कि जो काला साम्राज्य काली कमाई से अर्जित की गई थी उस पर योगी आदित्यनाथ का बुलडोजर चल रहा है। और इसी बुलडोजर के बीच में आप दूसरी ओर देखिए तो मजार के ऊपर मजार, एक बहुत बड़ी मजार बनी है। पहले ही वो बड़ी मजार थी और उसके ऊपर एक मजार बनी है। कहा जा रहा है कि ये चांद बाबा की मजार है जो छांगुर का गुरु था। कभी छांगुर इसी मजार में रहता था।
The message of zero tolerance has been sent.
कैसे वहां हिंदू बहन बेटियों के इज्जत के साथ खिलवाड़ करता था, पैसे में सौदेबाजी करता था, लेकिन अब ऐसे तत्वों के साथ सख्ती की जा रही है। हम समाज को भी टूटने नहीं देंगे, राष्ट्र विरोधी और समाज विरोधी तत्वों को भी चकनाचूर करके रहेंगे।
The time is now over for the likes of Changur Baba, the anti-India elements.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I have with me this evening Sanju Verma of the BJP and Zafar Sareshwala. A very big story about Changur Baba, mysterious man, dangerous man, selfish, greedy, jihadi thinking man. And we have with us on the other side tonight Mujabir Rahman, Tablighi Jamaat spokesperson, Atikur Rahman and Major Ashish Chaturvedi of the Samajwadi Party. And we'll have Haji Rangrez joining us in a bit. So Mujibur Rahman, to start with, to you, since you are the spokesperson of the Tablighi Jamaat. There are must be many more Changur Baba type people, but Yogi Adityanath is going to catch them all. And people like Changur Baba, you have seen what Yogi Adityanath has done. Can you hear me, Mujibur? He can't hear me, otherwise he would have reacted by now. Get the audio fixed. So, Atikur Rahman, continuing, people like Yogi Adityanath, Major Ashish Chaturvedi, Yogi Adityanath will catch people like Changur Baba and all of them will be caught and locked up, jailed, and this beautiful way in which their houses have been bulldozed is also very nice. So, Major Ashish Chaturvedi, which side are you on? Are you for or against Changur Baba? Some people are saying you are for Changur Baba. Is that true?
No,
are you for
absolutely
Changur
not.
Baba?
This is a very bizarre incident. And more than the fact that, yes, he was doing this, which is totally illegal and it should be condemned, there are two other things which stand out in this. For past 6 years, he had occupied government land. Now, where is the responsibility of the district administration? Land was occupied. This is a government land on which this
production.
I think there's a particular name for his house, White House. It was termed as, and for 6 years this has been built on the government land. What was the administration doing when the government land was occupied for 6 years? Their accountability needs to be fixed. For 6 years, this thing was going on. We've just been told that more than 100 crores funding has been given to him from Middle East. Now, what were our agencies doing? Because this kind of funding, which this fellow was receiving, this can be attributed even to terrorist activities. If for 6 years we were not able to tap the source and the usage of that money, this is a serious concern. Not just we should not just look at this particular incident.
ये light बंद कर दो ये.
There are many more incidents. Such similar things would be happening, and it could be even graver than this. So we need to focus on those things as well. And yes, this kind of things need to be checked. We have to give them the harshest possible treatment and the legal option available to the government. They should exercise that. We are absolutely against this.
What is the problem? Will someone tell me about Sanju is wanting to respond to that. Very sort of middle of the road response from you to start with this evening, Major Ashish. I'm sure it wouldn't have been the case if Muslims had been forcibly converted. But Hindus are being induced and converted, so law must take its own course. Kind of easy, middle of the road argument by you. If Muslims had been converted, if poor Muslim women would have been through inducement, threat or force been converted to Hinduism, you would have been on the streets.
No.
You would have been on the streets then. But not now. Now you're very middle of the road. Because Hindus, after all. Hindus.
You want to create a binary out of this?
Pardon me? What are you saying to me?
You want to create a binary out of this?
Binary?
You want to make it Hindu and Muslim?
No. What is this Hindu? No. Oh, right. Atikur Rahman, I forgot. Hindus are the victims, so I must keep quiet.
No, why to...
Wherever Hindus are the victims, I must not talk. Because Hindus can't be victims, you see. Hindus are perpetrators, Hindus are bad, Hindus are villains, Hindus are to be villainized, so that people like Atikur Rahman, who are supporters of Zakir Naik, I should suppress the cases of Hindus being targeted. Hindus can never be a target.
But this should be the last time he is speaking on this. This should be a full stop on conversion, forceful.
Your audio is bad as usual. Fix the audio. Tell me if I have the audio with the Tablighi Jamaat gentlemen. Let me know. Producers, get active on it. Please respond to me. Now, viewers, you see the discomfort. Just coming to you, Sanju. You see Changur Baba. First, when this story came out, people said, Republic, right-wing channel, not true, lies, there is no Changur Baba. But now you see there is Changur Baba, massive conversion racket, thousands of women, and a national network of conversion. Maharashtra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, foreign money. In fact, we should also investigate Atikur Rahman's foreign accounts. We must check if he is getting any money from Zakir Naik. Atik, are you getting any money from Zakir Naik?
My audio is getting fixed, Arnab. I'll reply to you.
Are you getting any money from Zakir Naik or any entities linked to him?
I don't take any money from dubious people. Please, I'm getting corrected. The audio is getting corrected.
Okay, I'll come to you. Avoiding my question, it seems. Sanju.
Arnab, I think Republic is perhaps the only mainstream channel which is talking about the anti-Hindu, anti-national, anti-social forced conversion activities of Jalaluddin Hazrat Pir Baba, alias Changur Baba. His actual name is Jalaluddin. He's a radical Islamist, has a net worth in excess of 300 crores, more than 40 bank accounts in different parts of the country, and has been apparently receiving funding from the Middle East. Not only is the UP ATS, we don't need to simply congratulate the Yogi Adityanath government or the ATS in Uttar Pradesh, but the Enforcement Directorate and the NIA have now stepped in, because this does not seem to be merely an anti-conversion racket. There is a clear case of money laundering which is now being investigated. And Arnab, as you rightly said at the start of your show, God knows how many Changur Babas are there. Thank God we have Narendra Modi at the center, because I remember in 2013-14, before Prime Minister Modi took charge, there was a famous Indian shooter, Tara Sahdev. She married a man in good faith, Ranjit Kohli. 4 years after her marriage, she realized, ye to Ranjit Kohli hai nahi. This guy is Rakibul Hassan. And today Rakibul Hassan is facing lifetime prison sentence. He keeps going out on bail, in and out of prison. But be that as it may, my limited point is that there was an anti-conversion bill which was passed in recent times for the first time in Tamil Nadu in 2002. From, passing a bill to taking it back in 2006. Tamil Nadu government did that because of pressure from Christian minorities and because the proxy government of Sonia Gandhi did not have the wherewithal or the political will to go forward with an anti-conversion bill, because you need the centre's support. This cannot be done just because the state government chooses to pass an anti-conversion bill. Similarly, in 2006, Rajasthan passed an anti-conversion bill. Sonia Gandhi said nothing doing. In 2008, it was revoked. But I'm very happy to say on your show that there are 3 large BJP states which today have an anti-conversion bill with stringent punishment. One is Uttar Pradesh, one is Haryana, and one is Rajasthan. But guess what? The anti-conversion bill that the BJP brought in Karnataka in 2022 The first thing that Siddaramaiah did, the first thing that Rahul Gandhi's Congress party did in Karnataka was to revoke the anti-conversion bill passed by the BJP in 2022 in Karnataka. So like I always say, this is a mindset problem. The radical Islamist group says, love jihad to hai hi nahi, food jihad to hai hi nahi, thuk jihad to hai hi nahi, population jihad to hai hi nahi, land jihad to hai hi nahi, Waqf should be a law unto itself. They will come here, sit on television and say, Islam preaches peace, but they're not willing to call out the nefarious elements in their own backyard. That is the root cause of the problem. Even educated Muslims are not willing to call out their radical Islamist brethren.
Any forceful conversion. Can the BJP assure this? Is Yogi serious this time? Or will he be again and again?
Let's stay limited. Let's stay limited on one point.
You condemn Jalaluddin, yes or no? Jalaluddin alias Hazrat Peer Baba. Condemn to kariye bhai sahab pehle apne Hazrat Peer Baba ko.
That it sets an example. Punish him to the core and set an example. Put it in the fast track court. Punish. Severely punish him.
When we punish the perpetrators, you are the first person to cry on national TV.
No ifs and buts. No ifs and buts. And this should be the last
happened at the behest of the court. Your brethren started pelting stones and molotov cocktails at policemen. In Nagpur, simply because somebody said something against Aurangzeb, who does not have a flaming track record, your brethren attacked the DCP West in Nagpur, Niketan Kadam. He barely escaped. Last year in Madhya Pradesh, and tomorrow after India won the T20 World Cup, your brethren again attacked Hindus.
Okay, I think the moot point is, if I may come in, Sanju, the moot point, what is happening here, let me explain this. I think somewhere there's a sense of denial among some people from the Muslim community. I'm not saying all, but some sections like Atik, I don't need your special comments now. You have had your say. I need to get into Zafar, and there is Sushil, and there is Mujibur Rahman. Mr. Rahman, can you hear me? I'm checking my audio with you a second time.
Yes, I can hear you.
See, Mujibur, we have to accept the fact that there is a conversion industry. Money is coming from foreign countries to convert Hindus into Islam. Okay, this is a bad thing. Primarily Hindus, people from other religions also. Sushil, please debate with Mujibur. We must not be in denial about it. We must not say something like this doesn't happen. It's happening before our eyes. Imagine he's made thousands of crores by converting people, converting young girls into Islam. Yes. It's a money-making industry. It's got nothing to do with faith. Sushil.
Absolutely, Arnab. I'm reminded of an incident about 45 years ago. The name of the village was Meenakshipuram in Tamil Nadu. The entire village, whole scale, was converted. You know, no nation in this world allows its poor, destitute, or illiterates to be browbeaten or lured into changing their faith as we do in the name of freedom of religion. The constitutional mandate to minorities or any other religion is to practice their faith freely without fear. It is not a license to undermine an entire society by destabilizing it, by working at uprooting its tradition, its entire civilizational fabric, by using petrodollars or church dollars in order to exploit its destitution and poverty, in order to exploit its weaknesses of other problems like education or lack of literacy. But this is what has been done in tribal areas, in slums, in those areas where population is vulnerable, or out of sheer fear. You know, conversions happened whole scale in Malabar in the name of Khilafat. People were converted to the point of sword. Now that doesn't happen as often because India is free now. There is a great deal of security. But before freedom, out of sheer fear and terror, people were forced to convert. And conversion is treated as some kind of a divine mandate, harvesting souls for missionaries and dawa for Islamists. And this is what has been working at an industrial scale in India. You have clusters where there are no Hindus left. Bhatkal, more than 95% of population is non-Hindu. There are several other clusters where Hindus are either forced to convert or to flee. This is what happened in Kashmir. We would have stayed in our home orchards, our life, because we refused to yield to this oppression and aggression. We had to leave everything. We had to become refugees in our own land because we held our faith, our tradition, our identity dearer than all that. This is an onslaught being faced by those who are not within the media limelight, in the far-flung mountains, in places where, Arnab, your channel or your reporters are not able to reach. They have to silently suffer.
Yeah, but the difference is, Sushil, if I may interrupt, the difference is that now there is a lot of Hindu pride. There is strong Hindu revival. There is a strong Hindu civilizational identity. There is civilizational assertion. There are no-nonsense chief ministers like Yogi Adityanath and Himanta Biswa Sarma, right?
But Arnab, we need something at a federal level. But at the central level, it cannot be left to the discretion or the whim.
Center has to decide what to do. You know, that I agree with you, it must be at a central level. But my point here is also that till now these things were happening in secrecy. You see, at Mujibur Rahman, it was easy for everyone to say, no, it doesn't happen, media is talking lies. But now, what has happened here with Changur Baba, hundreds of crores of rupees, hard evidence, bank transactions, RTGS details, right? All of this is in public. So Mujibur Rahman, this is really unfortunate. But the good thing is, even you can't deny that it's happening. You see, the good thing is, even Mujibur Rahman cannot deny that there is a conversion industry going on. Even he can't deny. I'm sure he'll agree with me on that, especially about Changur Baba, who made so much money forcing Hindu girls to convert to Islam. Yes, Mujibur, I'm sure you can't deny it, and you won't try tonight to deny it, will you?
First, no, I will not deny. I will express my views and with facts. Not only views, but I will put some facts as well. 1500 years ago, there was no Muslim. Today I am a Muslim. If you, Mr. Sushil Pandit, ask me how much money I will take to convert to Hinduism, even 100 billion will not be sufficient. But my question is to Mr. Sushil Pandit, how much money you will take to convert your religion and to become Muslim?
How can you ask a question like that? If I was, how can you ask that question? I object to that. You have no sensitivity for, how can you ask a proud Hindu, how much money will you take to convert? Is this the way to speak?
No.
Sir, this is not right, sir. Everybody, the problem with you is you believe Hindus have no sensitivity. I protest on this channel. I loudly protest against this kind of comment made by you. You must take it back, sir.
Arnab, let him reply.
If I were to ask you the same question, how would you take it?
Hindus are converting by taking money.
No, how can you? No, you can't say that.
Arnab,
this is a very... No, it won't. It won't. You are only trying to... I protest against this. Sushil has a right to respond to you. Sushil, I feel this kind of language. If a Hindu were to use this language, there would have been loud protests.
I asked the question.
Let me answer him in historical perspective. I come from a mohalla in Srinagar. I come from a mohalla in Srinagar, which is called Bhatiyar, which is along with another mohalla called Bulbul Lankar. Now, there was a missionary called Bulbul Shah, There was a famine in Kashmir. This was 600 years ago. And his only condition for the starving Hindus was, if you convert, I will give you a few morsels. I am the proud progeny of my ancestors who endured that famine and did not convert. Do you understand how poverty is exploited, how destitution is exploited
you are
in order to
saying,
convert?
Sushil Pandit, so you are saying you are the only true Hindu and the other Hindus in the country are not true Hindu. They can convert their religion. So you are saying this? Are you saying this? That you are the only true Hindu which cannot be converted. The rest of the Hindus of the country can be converted.
Even after 1,000 years of oppression. Do you understand why we are the only civilization which did not succumb to Islamist pressure, to Christian missionary pressure, despite hundreds of years of servitude, is because we held on to our faith despite destitution, despite poverty, despite tyranny.
It's a right given by you. You can practice any religion. You can practice any religion.
I'd say this, that I think Zafar Sareshwala should also come in and speak.
But I am asking,
I would only request the representative, I would request the representative from the Tablighi Jamaat to remember not to cross the line with anyone from the Hindu community, or to target anyone on the basis of their being a proud Hindu. To ask a proud Hindu, how much money will you take to convert to Islam, is a comment that is a reflection on you, sir,
so
not on Sushil Pandit.
Yes, I asked. Yes.
I want Zafar Sareshwala to come in on this industrial scale conversion.
Arnab, you are defending him. Let me ask you. You are defending him. You are advocating for him.
Okay, I'll listen to your question, provided when you finish your question, I'll give you a nice and tight reply. Then don't start interrupting me. One minute. He wants to ask me a question, Sushil and Sanju. I say I give him a right to ask a question. But if he crosses the line, I'll give it back to him. He'll remember it for 100 years. Secondly, I say, when he finishes his question, he will keep quiet and listen to my response, keeping quiet. Now ask your question.
Yes. He says that he is the one who didn't convert into Muslim. So he is the only one
Sushil on the screen,
who do not convert into Muslim religion, who didn't convert his religion. And rest of the Hindus who are converting from Hinduism to Islam are not true Hindu.
Okay,
what do you want to say?
Now if you finished your question, when I reply, now remain quiet. Okay? First is, please remember, I am not commenting on you, your ancestors, or your forefathers. So don't comment on others. Secondly, Changur Baba forced Hindu girls, right, using inducement to convert them to Islam. Third point, people like you say, these things never happen. I'm showing you proof. His name is Jamaluddin, once a ring seller, changes his name to Pir Baba, operates from Chand Aulia Dargah, using a fake spiritual persona, right? And makes thousands of crores of rupees. Targeting whom? The most vulnerable and poor sections of our society. Rates of conversion decided on the basis of caste. 15 to 16 lakh for Brahmin women or Kshatriya women, 10 to 12 lakh for OBCs, 8 to 10 lakh for others. In one case, a Hindu woman from Lucknow was trapped in a fake relationship and later forced to convert by Nehru and her associates. And these people say there's nothing called love jihad. He made 40 trips to Islamic nations, primarily the United Arab Emirates, to secure funding and conversion certificates. He would show the conversion certificates and make money. And by the way, his operations ran from Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Uttar Pradesh. A flow of funds through 40 bank accounts, Gulf-funded land empire, and a full asset inventory which is now underway. Seizure is going on. Property valued thousands of crores, bighas of land in his name, electrified boundary walls, foreign-bred dogs, foreign-bred horses, Arabian horses, expensive, the most expensive marble in Balrampur alone, 300 crores of property, built-in electric power center, crores worth. All the representative of the Tablighi Jamaat has the courage, let him say to me that any of what I've said, anything is wrong or can be unfounded. But he can't. He can only say, oh, Arnab, all these are accusations, it's not proven in a court of law. My one question is, I have not finished. I said you will have to remain quiet till I finish. Listen to me. Listen to me. Why does a Muslim man pose as a Hindu? Why does a Muslim man in Muzaffarnagar target a Hindu girl on the pretext of marriage? And when this is mentioned, why do you people say there is nothing, it's all wrong? This man then forced her for an abortion and married another girl. And this Maulana Taqir Raza is out to carry mass conversions of Hindu girls. Suppose somebody was to say, suppose any Hindu figure was to say, I want to do mass conversion of Muslim girls. You would have been on the streets. But now, you smile when things like this happen, when injustice like this happen. Innocent people are trapped by these people. I remind you, you have nobody's interest in your mind. You are the same person who kept your mouth shut when Nikah Halala happened. When 80-year-old men from Muslim countries came to India and raped 12, 13-year-old girls on the name of so-called marriage, you remained quiet. These are wrong things happening in our society. Go to the streets about them. Don't ask a proud Hindu what his rate for conversion is, like you asked Sushil Pandit. Don't ask these questions. Sensitivity दोनों तरफ होती है. मुजीबुर रहमान जी, हदें पार न हो, लक्ष्मण रेखा पार न हो, रेस्पेक्ट दोनों तरफ होनी चाहिए. चाहिए कि नहीं जफर सरेश वाले? ये क्या कि कोई कहे कि कश्मीरी पंडितों के साथ क्या हुआ और उस जाति के लिए, उस जाति के वर्णन के लिए हमारे प्रोग्राम पर सुशील पंडित को कहा जाता है, सुशील पंडित बताओ कितने पैसों में अपना धर्म बदलोगे? क्योंकि इनका गुस्सा प्रकट भी हो तो कहा जाता है हिंदुओं को गुस्सा भी नहीं होना चाहिए. देखिए मुजीबुर रहमान जी, nobody speaks a word about Islam, but the way you talk to Sushil Pandit reflects something about you. Don't talk like that. ये कोई civilized talk नहीं है. गलत बात है, गलत को गलत कहना पड़ेगा. हदें पार ना करें आप. हम इधर चंगूर बाबा के बारे में बोल रहे हैं. आप सुशील पंडित पे पर्सनल रिमार्क करके आपको क्या मिलेगा? हम कह रहे हैं चंगूर बाबा आइसोलेटेड इंसिडेंट नहीं है. ये एंटी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल है. आप लॉयर हैं. दिस इज एंटी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल इन एवरी सेंस ऑफ द वर्ड. जो लोग कहते हैं संविधान खतरे में, अरे खतरे में ये चंगूर बाबा करते हैं, सरकार नहीं. सफर सरेश वाला प्लीज.
Arnab, any form of inducement, any form of coercion या धोखा, उससे अगर कोई किसी को कन्वर्ट करता है, उसकी इस्लाम बिल्कुल इजाजत नहीं देता. इस्लाम में बहुत तो आप अपनी बात पहुंचा सकते हो, सिर्फ जिसको कुरान ने कहा है कि तुम लोगों को अच्छाई की दावत दो और बुराई से रोको. लेकिन कन्वर्ट करना यह बिल्कुल इस्लामी शार के खिलाफ है. इसलिए कि एक आदमी अगर मुसलमान बनना चाहता है तो इट इज बिटवीन हिम एंड हिज गॉड. इट इज अबाउट हिज फेथ. इफ ही स्टार्ट्स बिलीविंग इन वननेस ऑफ गॉड एंड बिलीविंग इन दैट प्रॉफिट मोहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम, पीस बी अपॉन हिम, इज द प्रॉफिट, इट इज बिटवीन हिम. देयर इज नो सेरेमनी इन इस्लाम like you have baptism in Christianity. So ऐसे लोग, चंगुर बाबा जैसे लोग, इनकी बिल्कुल इस्लाम के अंदर और मुसलमान समाज में कोई जगह नहीं है. ये इस्लाम को नुकसान पहुंचा रहे हैं. और अभी भी जो हमारे एक पैनलिस्ट ने जो बात कही, वो उनकी अपनी बात है, वो इस्लाम का रिफ्लेक्शन नहीं है. इस्लाम इस तरह की बात की बिल्कुल इजाजत नहीं देता. अगर कोई बनना चाहता है बन जाए.
तो ये जो उन्होंने कहा ये भी तो गलत है ना. इन्होंने जो सुशील पंडित को जो कहा, क्या वो गलत नहीं था जफर सरेश वाला जी?
बिल्कुल इस्लाम से उसको मत जा.
नहीं, मैं नहीं कर रहा, मगर इनके पर्सनल में मैं इस्लाम के साथ नहीं कर रहा. इनको ऐसी बात करनी चाहिए थी व्यक्तिगत तौर पर.
बिल्कुल नहीं, पर्सनल बात बिल्कुल नहीं होनी चाहिए. और मैं ये कह रहा हूं अर्नब, ये जो है चंगूर बाबा, ये मैं समझता हूं कि हमारी हुकूमत को वो जहां से पैसे आए बाहर से, उन तक पहुंचना चाहिए कि देखो ये पैसों का क्या हो रहा है। तो मुझे तो लगता है कि ये कन्वर्जन भी गाइज है, इट इज एक्चुअली अ मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग रैकेट एंड द गवर्नमेंट नीड्स टू गो डीप इनटू इट। और मुझे ये बात समझ में नहीं आती कि ये आदमी के साथ एक औरत रह रही है जो आपने बताया, तो क्या इस्लाम इस तरह से कोई मर्द किसी औरत के साथ इस तरह से रहने की इजाजत देता है?
आप पूछिए इनको,
इस तरह की प्रॉपर्टी
आप मुजब्बर को बताइए, मुजब्बर जवाब दे, उस विंडो को लाइए। मुजब्बर जी जवाब दीजिए।
Arnab, I didn't responded on Changur Baba. I responded on the statement of Sushil Pandit. He says that the Muslims are converting Hindus into Muslim by paying money.
Not Muslims.
So
Changur Baba. Changur Baba does not represent all Muslims.
This.
Some people. Some people like Changur Baba.
Muslims are doing this. Some people. So who are those people? Not only Changur Baba, you are saying. You are saying that you are the pure Hindu, you are the real Hindu, and rest of the people can convert their religion by taking money. You are insulting your own.
This is a comment made by you.
This was my point.
This is a comment made by you on your own volition, a comment made neither by me or Sushil Pandit. But Sanju wants to say something. Sanju.
Thank you. Arnab, let's understand. Please, now you had your say and you made no sense at all. Please learn to listen. I refuse to talk. I refuse to speak if this man is not asked to keep quiet. He's blabbering non-stop. Please stop blabbering non-stop. Thank you. Arnab, the limited point is this. You mentioned Himanta Biswa Sarma. And I think it's very important to know what Himanta Biswa Sarma said barely 1 year back. He said in 1951, the Muslim population in Assam was 14%. And Himanta says, as per 2011 census, it was 34.22%. Today it is close to 40%. And Himanta Biswa said in less than 20 years, Muslims will be a majority in Assam, not because of organic growth, but because of illegal conversions. And he said that the inorganic growth via conversions of Muslims in Assam every 10 years is happening at the rate of 30%, whereas the organic growth of Hindus in Assam every 10 years is happening at the rate of 10%. So there is clearly a population jihad which is meant to demographically get superiority. That is what Islam, at least radical Islam, that is what it is all about. And let's not forget, Arnab knows more about Assam than all of us put together here. That this is the data that I have with me, which I want to share in 10 seconds. These are places in Assam now where the Muslim population is between 37 to 39%. Bongaigaon, Goalpara, Dhubri, Barpeta, Morigaon, South Salmara district, Hojai, Nagaon, Darang, Karimganj, Hailakandi. And this is not all. Let us look at what Pew Research says. Pew Research कोई संघी outfit नहीं है. Pew Research says the global Christian population is 2.4 billion, accounting for about 31% of the global population. The global Muslim population is 2.1 billion and Hindus at 1.2 billion. But the interesting thing that Pew Research says is that by 2030, barely in the next 5 years, 4.5 years, Muslim population will be 2.8 billion. It will overtake Christianity because of forced conversions. Because of forced conversions. So conversion is the basic DNA. Forced conversion is at the epicenter of what radical Islam is all about. And I think it's time for the intelligent Muslim literate people to come out and condemn rather than engaging in
Atikur. Atikur and Ashish. Yeah, Atikur.
Arnab, firstly, I would like to apologize to Mr. Sushil Pandit that a personal comment was made against him. And I think Mr. Mujibur Rahman took advantage of your comment because you were asking me how much money I took from Zakir Naik. So this advantage he must have taken.
I have asked you how much money, whether you have taken money from Zakir Naik, not whether you will change your religion, because you are a known supporter of Zakir Naik. Your first time you came on television, that was because as a supporter of Zakir Naik. I am only asking you whether you've cut off your relationship with Zakir Naik, the fugitive, or you are still his supporter. Are you still his supporter and fan or not? Because he's with Pakistan, and if you're with Zakir Naik, you're supporting the Pakistani point of view. Are you supporting the Pakistani point of view of the Pakistan propped Zakir Naik?
As the government...
Are you a supporter of the Pakistan propped Zakir Naik? Are you? I'm asking you.
Babas, why under the...
Now you're avoiding my question. Why?
Okay, repeat your question. I didn't...
Are you still a supporter of Zakir Naik?
Never. Once he comes back, I will decide if the court allows him. If he is a responsible Indian citizen, I will support him. Irresponsible Indian citizens, I will never support.
Zakir Naik, he's a radical Islamist. Can you condemn Jalaluddin?
He is a fugitive. I condemn him. He should come back and face the law.
Do you think Karnataka should get back the anti-conversion bill?
He should
Do you
come
think
back and face
Karnataka
the
should anti-conversion bill which was passed by the BJP but revoked by the
believe in the court. We believe in the Constitution of India. And Zakir Naik
You
is
will
a
never give a clear answer.
If
Do you support love jihad? You will never give a clear answer. Do you support population jihad? You will never give a clear answer.
To question your own government, why under this Baba, the Chief Minister of UP,
last year, a radical Islamist stabbed Neha Hiremat, a young college-going girl, in broad daylight because she refused to be converted. I never saw you condemning that incident. I never saw you condemning the incident where national shooting champion Tara Sahdev was deceived into marrying Ranjit Kohli, ATS Rakibul Hassan, which is his real name. So please don't sit there and engage in whataboutery. मुझे एक बात बताइए, मुर्शिदाबाद Muslim population today is 67%. How did that happen in just the last 10 years? Obviously because of forced conversion. The Muslim population in Malta is 52%. How did that happen?
Changur Baba,
Well, I would just 1 minute, please. Just one minute. I wish to raise another point tonight. Major Ashish, the freedom to practice religion does not include the freedom to forcibly convert. People say you have a right to practice my religion. But a woman converting to Islam in order to get married to a Muslim, boy, does not look like a choice. It is more a compulsion than a choice. Why can't people get married under the Special Marriage Act where there will be no forcible conversion, right? So propagation does not equal conversion. And this has been asserted by the Allahabad High Court. Propagate. I can propagate my religion, but propagate means to promote. It does not mean to convert any person from his religion to another religion. This word has been misused a lot in different contexts. Major Ashish, you must take a more clear line on this, because I don't know why Samajwadi Party is not coming out publicly against Changur Baba.
Arnab very rightly said and very rightly pointed out. The Article 25, it just gives you the right to practice your religion freely. And if you wish to convert, on your free will, you can convert. This is a provision which is there. But yes, any kind of conversion, forced, induced or coerced, is illegal. And the Samajwadi Party is very firmly with this, that no form of forced conversion should be there. We need to condemn this, and I would again like to reiterate my 2 points which I have suggested. For that 6 to 7 years, please let me finish. Why do you keep interrupting everyone? I don't understand that.
Major Ashish, continue. Major Ashish, continue.
Keep interrupting people. So just let me finish. I again want to reiterate my 2 facts that 6 to 7 years this person was doing this. Everybody was aware. What was the local administration doing when the government land was occupied for 8 years? And how did the administration, the local administration, didn't know about it? This is because these are the points which we need to focus on. For 6 to 7 years, he was receiving foreign funding, and yet it could not be traced. Now, this is a very serious concern, and we need to look into those aspects as well. This is what we are suggesting.
Not condemning Jalaluddin, as in Changur Baba. Have you once condemned Jalaluddin? No. because your party is Namazwadi party. Muslim vote बैंक को आप नाराज नहीं कर सकते। यही हकीकत है। अपने मुस्लिम वोट को आप नाराज नहीं कर सकते। यही अखिलेश यादव और आपकी पार्टी की हकीकत है। इसलिए यहाँ बैठकर सेक्युलरिज्म का
about your thing which you want to convey, things which you write down on a paper and you just want to give it out that yes, you said this. You don't listen to people also what they're saying. Had you listened to me, you would have said
I'm telling you on your face, Akhilesh Yadav will lose 2027 also because your politics of appeasement has been done and dusted. Your politics of appeasement is a charade which people have now seen through. The mask has fallen. हम तो मीडिया की राजनीति करते हैं
and yet you're going on about it because you have a preconceived agenda. You didn't expect me to condemn it, so you're just going on about it.
But in reality,
bothering to listen to what I'm saying. I just condemned it, and you're going on that you didn't condemn it. You're just going on about it. You're not even listening.
I've not seen Akhilesh Yadav visit the Ujjain Mandir. I've not seen Akhilesh Yadav visit the Kashi Vishwanath.
You also have to tell the people what was your government doing for 6 to 7 years. What was your administration doing? The government land was occupied by this man. What was your administration doing for 6 years, 7 years? You also have to tell that.
Akhilesh Yadav did not attend. Do you have a specific answer rather than engaging in whataboutery? He was given an invitation for the Pran Pratishtha ceremony, but Akhilesh Yadav chose not to attend. और आप यहाँ बैठकर मुझे भाईचारा पर भाषण दे रहे हैं। Condemn love jihad. Do you agree there is something called love jihad? Yes or no? Do you agree there is something called forced conversion? Yes or no? Do you agree there is something called demographic jihad, which radical Islamists are undertaking? Yes or no? Should we ban the halal industry? Yes or no? जवाब दीजिए। आपके मुंह में फेविकॉल जम जाएगा because you cannot destroy your vote.
मुझे ये बताइए, चाइना ने इंडिया की जमीन कब्जा कर रखी है, आप वापस लेने के लिए क्या? What are you doing about the land which China has occupied? Are you doing anything about it? Mr. Modi just made one statement in the parliament that yes, we will take this up. What has your government done about that land which China has occupied? Have you done anything about it? Has your government done anything about it? No, it is too scared. Let me tell you the place of PM is too scared.
He was the chief minister.
To even talk about that.
Mulayam Singh Yadav was bringing the anti-conversion bill. He was also the chief minister.
Okay, let me go to the question Sanju raised and bring that to Zafar Sareshwala. Zafar, I'd like Zafar and Sushil on one side and Mujibur and Atiq on the other. Simple question to both of you. Is it time to accept that love jihad or forced conversion or conversion industry exists? Zafar, is it time to at least accept that?
See, yes, you have shown this, but I'm telling you, the Islamic point here is that you can at the most propagate, and anybody who wants to convert can be converted only with his free will. Any inducement, any
day, a prominent businessman of Punjab was attacked, and listen to what Manjinder Singh Sirsa said. He was supporting the gangsters which were killed in self-defense by the Punjab police within 2 days. This incident shocked the conscience of Punjab. But on the other hand, it was the Bharatiya Janata Party who publicly sympathized with the gangsters. Listen to what Manjinder Singh Sirsa said. Just a minute.
I can't hear that. And in any case, let's move to General Bakshi.
They are ये gangster को मावा दे पुत बता रहे हैं और gangsters के साथ खड़े हैं. They are the ones who are supporting the gangsters in Sabarmati jail. The gangsters are operating with impunity from the BJP's jail in Gujarat. And instead of empowering the law enforcement, BJP leaders are demonizing the police and glorifying the criminals.
I would like to bring a strategic perspective to this discussion by bringing in General Bakshi. General G.D. Bakshi, this happens after the meeting of the Prime Minister at the last G20, at the last G7 meeting. The Prime Minister was in Canada and he met the Canadian Prime Minister. We believed that there would be action. Concern was expressed. But if things are happening so brazenly, what does it reflect?
No, it reflects the collusion of the state authorities in Canada in trying to prop up these terror groups, in trying to give them diplomatic shelter. They had huge political support with the previous administration. But even with the change of administration, nothing much seems to have changed. Look at this brazen attack. This man pulls out a Glock pistols and blazes away. He's blazing away at that restaurant. Where is the police? Where is the Canadian Mounted Police? Where are the authorities? Where is law and order in Canada? They are supposed to provide protection to all their citizens. They can't have a Wild West out there with anybody pulling out a pistol, a gun, and blazing away, shooting away like this. After all, they are a civilized nation state. They have to conform to civilized standards of conduct and behavior. You know, when their own people were killed in the Kanishka tragedy, so far that case hasn't been solved. Nobody has been punished in Canada when the bulk of the people were, Khalistani, Khalsa citizens of Canadian origin. They've done nothing to bring them to justice.
And जो Brampton है, General Bakshi,
take action.
ये जो Brampton and Surrey, these places, this has become a hub. ये Brampton और Surrey में, राजदेव सिंह जी, ये खालिस्तानियों का गढ़ बन चुका है. क्या इस तरह की फीलिंग दी जा रही है कि कोई भी भारतीय वहाँ पे कोई बिजनेस करे, कोई रेस्टोरेंट खोले, तो उन पर अटैक होगी? हिंदुओं पर अटैक हुई है वहाँ पे, हिंदू सभा मंदिर पर अटैक हुई है ब्रैम्पटन में, सरी में. तो आप हमेशा कहते हैं, आप कह रहे हैं हम इसका समर्थन नहीं करते, बट आप इमीडिएटली नेक्स्ट लाइन पे कहते हैं क्या निज्जर पे जब अटैक हुई तब किसी ने कुछ बोला? भाई निज्जर आतंकवादी था, कपिल शर्मा आतंकवादी नहीं है. इस पे आपको फर्क नहीं दिख रही है क्या?
देखिए, ये तो आपकी डेफिनेशन है.
हाँ, तो आपकी डेफिनेशन क्या है?
One can define the terrorist.
But you are an Indian citizen. You've been a member of the Indian Parliament. How can you take that kind of view, sir? You can't be so opportunist. You have been a member of Parliament. You have
No, you should not advise me. I should advise you that you should not prepare the ground for the violence. In fact, you are trying to put something in the mouth of the other person.
No, but you said you are against violence.
It is not the problem, not the region, not the anything. When one is using the word Gunga or Nihand Sikhs are not the Gunga.
No, but Mr. Rajdev Singh ji, I'll tell you one thing. You can't say on the one side I am against violence and then indirectly provide a justification for the violence at the same time.
You are trying to prepare the ground for the violence. And when one is trying to prepare the ground for
who is
violence,
preparing any ground for violence out here, sir? Kapil Sharma is a comedian. Kapil Sharma is a comedian. Kapil Sharma is a comedian. If you have a problem with what he has said, and I'll close it here 1 second. If you have a problem with what you have said, there is a way to go to courts or to go to the police and deal with it. There's a process. You can't take a pistol and shoot at his restaurant.
I can debate here in your channel. Why should I go to court? You should go to the court, sir. You are not going to the court.
No, but if anybody has a problem with what he has said, they can go to a court in Canada and seek. Okay, now I'll close it at that. Okay, Raman Malik and Rajdev Singh Khalsa, I thank you. General Bakshi and Advocate Anmol Pawar, I thank you. This is a very concerning attack today that we've seen. And ladies and gentlemen, when I'm back, we have so many details of the conversion factory. The UP Anti Terrorism Squad has got details of the conversion factory of self-styled fraud godman Changur Baba that will shock you when I'm back.
Time for a quick breather. Arnab will be right back with the debate.
आधे बाउल दही में 4 चम्मच MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला डाला, स्टर करो, पुदीना चटनी तैयार. MDH चटनी पुदीना मसाला.